I, Tonya, was my initial reaction to the circumstances surrounding the real life event, and coincidentally, the name of the film is I, Tonya. So, yeah. I, Tonya is directed by Craig Gillespie and stars Margot Robbie, Sebastian Stan, and Allison Janney. The film is based upon the real life story of Tonya Harding, for the most part, I believe. I don't know entirely, because I don't know, I find it hard to believe that her mom legit threw a knife at her and shanked her and she didn't die. But anyway, the film is centered around the whack heard around the world, as the film puts it, and the attack against Nancy Kerrigan. And now this is probably known as one of the biggest controversy involving the Olympics, like maybe ever. Oh yeah, actually, maybe was up until maybe now. But anyway, I digress. Now, this film is really entertaining, but overall the film isn't anything that really transcends above the rest in really any way. And in all honesty, I don't think it'll have any Oscar nominations besides maybe some of the technical categories and definitely the acting categories. But even then, I don't know. Which brings me to Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie portrays Tonya Harding, and in all honesty, she will most likely get an Oscar nomination out of this, but I don't think she will win. But I swear to God, if she wins, I will riot, because as good as she is in the film, her performance isn't particularly groundbreaking or transfixes you in some way or another, and is not on par with some of the other performances we've seen this year. I don't know why, but while the film really pushes a really sympathetic narrative in favor of Tonya Harding, emotionally, it didn't connect too profoundly with me, and I'm not sure why. I think it's in part by Margot Robbie's performance and the script, but I just really wasn't attached to many of these people. And I will say that the film portrays very serious and complicated issues regarding abuse. So when I say I didn't feel bad, I just mean that I didn't feel bad in regards to some of the punishments handed out to many of the people as a result of this whack heard around the world, and not the abuse of that Tonya Harding withstood her whole entire life. I just wanted to make that clear. Moving on, Allison Janney will probably win the Best Supporting Actress Oscar this year, and I think it's fair, and her performance here is deserving because she does a really good job. Now, the skating sequences. It's so distracting. It really is. I would recommend that you not look at Margot Robbie's face during any of the skating sequences, just because the CGI is just so blatantly obvious that I just couldn't get into it, and it actually distracted me from the actual skating. The editing between Margot Robbie and her replacement during the skating sequences are just so obvious, and I know Margot Robbie did some form of training for this film, and I am in no way expecting her to skate on par with an Olympian, but when her face is CGI'd in some of the most seemingly basic moves in ice skating, it's just like, come on, Margot, like, you couldn't lift your leg up even though you were getting paid for it, and it's a part of your job. I don't know, I hated the CGI. Overall, Allison Janney, good. Margot Robbie, okay. The directing and the script, meh. So that's my review of I, Tonya. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and subscribe.